Code City Commission. Welcome to the City of Arcola City Council Special Meeting for Tuesday, June 25th, 2024. Beginning at 6 p.m. at Arcola City Hall, located at 13222 Highway 6, Arcola, Texas, 7705, for the purpose considering the following items. City Council of the City of Arcola, Texas, reserves the right to use the phone session on any of the below items to the rise, and if applicable, pursuant to authorization by Title 5, Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code. Now call this meeting to order at 6 p.m. and now for the meeting have a quorum. Tonight's invitation will be led by Councilmember Evelyn Jones, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance by Councilmember Lawrence Jackson.
Father, we come to you in the name of Jesus. Thank you for this day, for life, health, and strength, for the use and activities of all our men. Lord, help the city council and let the city that is here for the city and the city. Let's just get out the way so you can have your way. We have to just sing the music and dance. Let's keep the music and amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This council has roll call. Councilmember Evelyn Jones. Here. Councilmember Greg Abar.
Here.
Your Pro Tem Evan Sanko. Councilmember Rosemary Bigby.
Here.
Councilmember Lawrence Jackson.
Present.
Also present is Benjamin Stewart, our city attorney. Coretta Edwards, assistant city secretary. Ruth Cable, our finance director, and Dr. Nick Over, city administrator. At this time, we will have public comments from the general audience. Citizens who desire to address city council with comments of a general nature may do so for a period limited to 3 minutes. Madam Secretary, do we have anyone signed up for general public comment?
Or Anna Madera? Yes, Anna Madera. Are you talking in general or are you talking about a regular agenda item?
Well,
I only have one. So you either have to be general or we no ma'am.
right, at this time, we will move to the consent and regular agenda items. Citizens who desire to address the council with comments regarding matters on the consent or regular agenda may do so for a period of 3 minutes. Madam Secretary, do you have any signed up comments from the consent or regular agenda items?
Yes, ma'am. Fred Martin. Good evening.
Good evening.
It's if this council votes to pay the legal fee for Sanko Bigby and Jones, then that will be a complete abuse of authority by this council. The date that we taxpayers pay a amount of property tax we pay in the city, and sit here and watch these elected officials ignore a judgment building. Sanko and Bigby, I believe to tell that because they don't own property. So they wouldn't know what it feels like to see their tax dollars wasted. There could be a way to do this and save embarrassment to the city. If you pay this attorney $60,000, what I'm told, then the city has individuals that are in need of water. And the city, if you do the math, that would be about 35 tax. The real tax-paying citizens that would need water and can get off these shallow wells that they're on right now. You're throwing money away anyhow. Why not help the needy and quit satisfying the greed? Anyway, every decision you make as a city council I will be watching, and as you know, I do have a voice in this community. And I don't like what I'm seeing at this point. Exactly, they are. You don't want to be a voter for this. You don't want all in favor for this particular item. You just wouldn't be trusted. Like God is out. You do the right thing. Like I said, things that we gave here $50,000, somewhere near $50,000. What have we done for the city? Thank you so much.
Next, we have Anna Rivera.
My concern is the citizen of our code. And we need to do. I honestly believe in what you were talking. I know that I have sat here, I stood here, and I said other things. But I wanted to believe that you were really going to work for the city of Arcola. And last week was very big disappointment because I own a nonprofit. There's a lot of nonprofits here in the city of Arcola, Argue the Hope, Teresa Hope, Build the Wind, 4-H Group, Greater Purpose, Woman Cultivating Greatness, etc. We were not taken into consideration for the donation that we do a friend and family member that ever happened. And then now, in reading the judgment from the judge signed it on May the 17th, and the document indicates the parties will bear their own attorney. All other fees not expressly granted is denied. So if y'all vote to pay their attorney, Evelyn Jones and Evelyn Jones, their attorney, is taking money out of us taxpayers. I urge you to please take that when you agree. It's not fair for us to pay for their attorney, because then you're going to get a snowball of people who have sued the city of Arcola. They're going to say, well, they're paying their attorney. Why can't you pay mine? So I urge you, as mayor, to please do the right thing. Thank you. Thank you. We have a more. We will learn how to do the same file. This time, city council will now go into full executive session. As authorized under section 551.074 and 551.071, the text of the code for the purpose of discussion, personnel matters, and conversation with the attorney. Time is now 6:09. And I ask you please retain. The time is now 7:18 p.m. The city council will now reconvene at the regular session on items discussed in executive session. Please proceed with the meeting.
Item 3A, discussion, consideration of, and possible action on the adoption of a resolution number 06-25-2024A regarding the appointment of a city secretary.
I make a motion, to approve number 06-25 06252024A of City Secretary, for City Secretary, Ms. Ingrid Hornet.
Motion has been made by Councilmember Bigby, second by Councilmember, I'm sorry, Mayor Pro Tem, Dennis Sanko. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Item 3B, discussion, consideration of a possible action on the adoption of a resolution number 06-25-2024B regarding a settlement offer for Mr. Stephen Dockery of Flood and Flood LLC.
I make a motion to approve resolution number 2024B as discussed in the Willoughby text.
Motion has been made by Councilmember John, second by Councilmember Bigby. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passed.
Item 3C, discussion, consideration of and possible action on the adoption of a resolution number 06-25-2024C regarding a settlement offer for Fort Bend County, Texas and Arcola Municipal Management District number 1.
I make a motion to approve resolution number 2024B as discussed in the executive session.
Motion has been made by Councilmember John, second by Mayor Pro Tem, Dennis Sanko. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Next, we'll go to city council comment. Notice is hereby given in accordance with section 551.0415 of the Texas Government Code. City council of the city of Arcola may receive reports about items of community interest from city staff and or a member of the city council. No action or possible action shall be taken or discussed concerning the subject of such reports, except as provided by section 551.042 of the Texas Government Code. Councilmember Jones. Councilmember Avon.
No comment.
Mayor Pro Tem, Councilmember Bigby.
No comment.
Councilmember Bonner.
No comment.
Consent agenda item
And there, I was going to come to this. I just want to say something really quickly. I know that there's been some concern about what I, as mayor, what I've been able to do so far. I just want to say and ask you all to please allow me the opportunity to actually do something. This is my second reading. And before I have ever even taken any real action, once I do take some action, please, I'll be the first to say, hold me accountable for what I do. But until then, I hope that you all can come together, and we can come together as a city, and let's move the city forward. And again, I am accountable to the people of Arcola, always will be, and I'm happy to take positive criticism where it's needed. So that's all.
consent agenda 5.
On the consent agenda, I would like to pull items E and C and move them to the regular agenda.
And the motion has been made to pull items B and C from the consent agenda and move to the regular agenda item. It's been made by Councilmember Abel and seconded by Mayor Pro Tem and Ms. Sanko. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
For consent agenda 5A, consideration of an act on the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting on June 11, 2024. Consent agenda 5B, consideration of an action on a donation of justice in the amount of $500 from the Houston grant for the back program. Consent agenda Item 5, consideration of the possible action on a gift donation in the amount of $250 from the Arcola Youth Store for the backpack program. Assistant agenda item 5F, consideration of a possible action on a donation in the amount of $250 from the Eastern Southwest Airport for the back program.
Can I entertain a motion for all items A, B, C, and F? For the discussion?
So really,
Motion has been made for discuss those items A, B, C, F on the consent agenda, and second by Ms. Pro-Tem Franco. All in favor?
I,
All opposed? Motion passed.
Regular agenda item 5C, discussion, consideration of the possible action on the approval to open a check account in the amount of $13,662 for the police department money related to criminal acts with the city of Arcola, the farm grant.
We're gonna do it.
Consent agenda, regular agenda item 5C. Discussion, consideration of and possible action on the preliminary plat in the ETJ, and Police LLC, a subdivision of 4.639 acres of land located in at Atlanta, Georgia, A dash 170, city of Arcola, Morgan County, Texas, 1 block, 1/3, 1 final solution.
I'd like to modify the item instead of making it preliminary, make it final.
A motion has been made to amend this item, for approval of the final plat rather than the preliminary plat. Can I take a motion? Second. The motion was made by Councilmember Abar, second by Councilmember Jones, all in favor? All opposed?
That is considered modified.
Yes, just the amended, yes.
If you want to enter discussion on
Yes, yes. Now we're ready to discuss.
Not a problem. So I've passed this out. This comes to you before. This is a track that's at the intersection of FM 521 and Finn Road. This is the gas station that's going to be located there. It's approximately 4.239 acres. It's located in your ETJ. They're providing their own water well and septic system. They'll be pulling a permit from Fort Benning County as well. So they'll be getting a permit from them. But because it's in our ETJ, it has to come through the planning process, requires that it come through the city of Arcola. We reviewed it, they addressed all comments that were required, provided the appropriate utilities and building lines that are required on behalf of our ordinances. It's pretty straightforward. And staff did recommend approval of this particular plan. And again, it's coming for this body before. May not have come for one that's here now, but it has come for the city before. I'll entertain any questions that anybody may have of me. Their access will be off the Finn Road. It will not be off directly off the 521.
So there's no driveway on 5.
No, that's
But how many driveways are there?
on Finn Road, and I figured somebody would ask me what it would look like. I just, just in case. The Boy Scout and say, sure you stay prepared, stay ready, so you don't have to get ready.
There you go, sir. That kind of gives you a layout of what the site, how the site will be laid out, where their detention pond is going to be located. They basically have two driveways. The one driveway. We're doing all right.
Yeah, we're sure.
So typically, something like this would take, well, Mr. Contractor, maybe Mr. Developer, he wants it done in, 7 months, but I would say less than a year, probably 6 steps. When they start construction, from the time they start construction to finish, I'd say between 6 and 10 months, somewhere right off there. But they'll be operation and function. When would be they still got to go through the county. So I would say that the earliest that they could start groundbreaking on this will be the latter part of the fourth quarter of this year. We're in the second, going into the third quarter. Around the third or fourth quarter, they'll start. They'll start before the end of the year. If he has his way. And he still got to go through Fort Bend County, which is the stepping stone for him. Any other questions that you may have for me on this particular item right here?
Can I entertain a motion as amended? The present item.
I make a motion that we approve the final plat and for the town plat and group.
Second.
Motion has been made by Councilmember Abar and seconded by Councilmember Benji. All in favor? All opposed?
Thank you very much.
Please so much. Regular agenda item 6A. Discussion, consideration of, and possible action on the second quarterly reinvestment report and other related matters. Lucy, table, finance director.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. I'm here to report tonight the second quarter of our tax pool investment. At the end of March 2024, we had $6,024,602, of which interest earned January, February, and March was a total of $79,591. And there were transfers made to and from the accounts. One was a new account for enterprise fund for the freshwater check that was made and was not cashed due to the settlement. We wanted to separate those monies and account for interest. Once the settlement takes place, then we will determine how those money can be dispersed. And the general fund, we pulled 600,000 in January because the city runs on property tax that was collected January, February, and March. It's the beginning of the year, and you'll see in the next quarter that we replace that money in more. So total net of transfers out of two accounts were $230,441. I have in this report that was submitted in the packet, there's like the monthly average for January, February, and March. And as you can see, January's monthly average interest rate was 5.349%. February's monthly average was 5.325%. And March's monthly average was 5.16. And again, just for all of you to know that our textbook account, investment monies are in textbook, all of it. And that's basically it. And we wanted to do this because it's really important that you know where our monies are and where our investments are, what are we collecting on an interest on a monthly basis, and what kind of transfers come out to be fully dispersed. That's all I have. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, but I think it's pretty straightforward where we're at with our savings. And again, I'm reporting it on a quarterly basis. During our monthly meetings, I will tell you how much interest we make, but on a quarterly, I'll give you a bigger picture.
Make the motion to approve the quarterly report. Okay.
Motion been made, Councilmember Abar to approve the report, and second by Councilmember Bigby. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Regular agenda item 6B, discussion, consideration of and possible action on the update on the city travel policy for the city employees and city officials, Dr. Stolberg, city administrator.
Mayor and council, this travel policy that we currently have has not been updated since 2002. We are recommending that the daily allocation for them is $70, is now $41. And so we think that needs to be upgraded. We also looked at the state of Texas and we looked at the city of Sugar Land, and both had $70. So we're hoping that will be that.
I'll make the motion. Everybody, please. The new amount of $70 for the travel policy.
Motion been made by Councilmember Bigby, second by Councilmember John. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Regular agenda item 52, discussion, consideration of and possible action on the update of the fiscal and administration project report, including funding and other related matters. Around Turner, so we
Good evening, everyone, again. This is about the the I&I that we've had here in Arcola. If you remember, and for the new ones that are on board here, back in probably 6 months ago, they came through the city and did smoke testing, identified several problems, worked with Sally. Sally sent lots of notices out. We finally completed all those notices. They've all been addressed on the private side, and then on the city side, we worked with our operator, John Montgomery, to address all those issues. So those issues, as it related to the smoke testing, have been addressed. We still have some TVing that we want to have done, and we're working with Mr. Montgomery because, if you remember, the county ponied up some funds to pay for the smoke testing. And when we set up to do the smoke testing, we also put a little money in there to where we could address some of the TVing. And so Mr. Montgomery can provide me a map of the areas that he feels we may need to do the TVing on. We're not going to TV not even close to the entire city. It's probably about maybe 10 or 15%. But we want to try to TV those areas that he feels are problematic areas first to see if there's any points of repairs that need to be done, and like that. That's a summary of my report as it relates to I&I. And again, this is an ongoing battle. It isn't like we smoke test one time and it goes away. It's a forever going on battle in every city that provides wastewater service. So with that, I'll answer any questions that anybody may have of me as it relates to the findings that are presented to you. And how do you determine 15%, 10%? So that's going to be, and that's where me and John, where he's had a lot of issues during a major rain event. So I think what he's going to tell me, we got some areas over here. That's the, where we have the new lift station going in right here. That's the area. And so, he's got to tell me which one you think that's the area we want to look at to see if we can find where there may be a separation of the sanitary sewer. Because I understand this, the smoke testing, the only thing that the smoke testing captures where, if you're going between manhole to manhole, and if there's a break, a service line, or something like that, that's where that smoke's coming out, and that's what we address service. Now we've dropped down a level. Now we're in October. We're going manhole to manhole, TV, actually looking at that line to see if we got protrusions coming through there. If there's tree roots going through there, because you wouldn't be able to identify them. And so I'll be working with John on identifying that area. And it's just based on where he thinks he's got problems. It's a guess. Now, my understanding, and you correct me if I'm wrong, the county is going to try to help us with the cost of stuff like that. So wouldn't it be wiser to a larger area if you have some help as far as paying for it? So we already have a contract right now when we did the smoke test. Right. And we put some funds in that contract. So we already got a contractor, he's on board, locked in. And so we're just trying to utilize the rest of the funds in that contract and starting in that area. Do you need to do it all at one time? No, you don't have to do it all at one time. We're just trying to utilize what we got first. And if because we do that area, and then we still have major I&I problems and others. Oh, yeah, no, we got to still address that. I mean, that doesn't go away. We're just trying to utilize what we have today that's under contract and use the rest of those funds up. And so we know that when we go to other areas, we don't have to do this area because we've already addressed what we considered or what we thought problems would be. And Mary, do you think it's possible that we be able to get additional funds from the town for the, for the health?
I didn't think it was an issue because we for that happening. And I will say that over in Pinedale, Manor, over on Honey Road and Pinedale, somewhere. They've been dealing with those problems over there since 2020. And when you run those heavy rains, the power back up, and really, in any situations where we have that demand, residents, I want that to be addressed. Power.
That's a different area. That's a different area. And that's why I said, I just said that area because, you know, I know that that's an area right there as well. Important, yeah, in that area, because these people are dealing really tight to something out there. No, I mean, whatever we do, we'll make sure we run it through you to let you know that here's the areas that we're gonna map out based on the recommendations from the operator, and we'll present it to you, and you either say yes, sir, or no, sir, or, you know, one day we need more money. That's all it takes. I can fix every problem with it. That's right. You bring it on, I can fix it. Any other questions that you have of me as it relates to that? All right.
All right, can I entertain a motion?
I don't think I'm an action item.
Oh, we don't need.
I'm just a report.
Other than just a report.
All right. Thank y'all.
Contract and agreement 7A, discussion, consideration of and possible action on a lease agreement between the First National Bank, CPA First National Bank leasing, and the city of Arcola for a 4-year lease agreement not to exceed $79,804.64 per year for police vehicles, police chief car ride. This is this for the police department. Where any most of my days are old, need to replace. After that, so we're about $1 million. So I'm now down to 3 years. That's a few within 20 hours per day. So we felt we have to be when we start to come in.
Police are okay.
Yes. This is for 4 vehicles with a 4-year lease agreement there is mileage restriction. And at the end of the lease, we'll be able to purchase the vehicle for $1. No mileage.
And those are completely, this will be the complete build out. So it's not just a vehicle, it's a complete build out. It's just that down. No down payment. I have to put it down payment and the first payment was for this is delivered in the last. First payment is not in the last. And about the ones that you have now, but we're going to try to sell 2 of those that we have.
You like the auction for the party?
And this agreement has been by our attorney and has been included in our budget minutes.
Any other questions? Yeah, yeah, divided up, so you have to, approximately. $19,000. So I had, some people have told me previously about this, I know the person when I was in the street, so that's one about.
I make a motion to improve the, leasing for new. For $79,000, $4. Pretty good.
Motion been made by Councilmember Greg Abel, seconded by Councilmember Jones. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance and resolution, 8A, discussion, consideration of and possible action on City of Arcola ordinance number 2024-06-258, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Arcola, Texas, providing a spending limit for the mayor in the amount not to exceed $5,000, subject to all applicable city policies and state regulations, providing a severe clause and providing an effective date. Justin Pruitt, city attorney.
This will be part one of the two amendments here in the policy there. The issue now that it's unclear if it's people are in either 1,000 or 10,000, I think we're going to typo. The city wanted to do that, recommend that we look at that and make it clear that 5,000, 6,000, the new certain power to 5,000, the book average, talking about this kind of spending fund, and clear that up. That would be, there may be some issues that will come back to calculate. There's some parameters or things that regulations that you want to go and add into that policy and that will come up and bring that back. So right now, everything stays the same. It's in policy in there. You can clear it 5,000. I'll make the motion to approve the ordinance 2024 to 0-6-25 dating within the same compared to the 5,000.
Motion has been made by Councilmember Seaboard, seconded by Councilmember Jones. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance and resolution 8B. Discussion, consideration of and possible action on the City of Arcola ordinance 2024-06-25B. An ordinance of the City Council of the City of Arcola, Texas, to approve an ordinance granting property tax exemption to qualified property owners in the City of Arcola of a resident homestead or who are 65 or older or are disabled. Dr. Annette Goldberg, City Administrator.
Mayor and council, we are not changing the exemption since 2022. For the homestead local minimum is $5,000. The homestead local percentage is 20%. And for those that are over 65 and those that are disabled, the amount is $25,000. That is consistent since 2022, and we're recommending to keep it the same. And if you approve it, I have to report it.
Entertain a motion.
Are you saying?
Motion has been made by Councilmember Jones and second by Coach Tim Franco. All in favor? All opposed?
There, for everyone making it, the legislature, move a lot of additional intentions that are popular, especially veterans and things. City is not the body that runs that the county, but it can like to qualify for that. County, like, to have someone say there's an additional.
Ordinance and resolution. Item number 18, discussion, consideration of and possible action on city of Arcola resolution number 06-5-004B. A resolution of the governing body of the city of Arcola to declare the city council workshop as a regular monthly meeting for each regular or special city council meeting. Mark, Justin Pruitt.
So the mayor's intention, we had a couple of those that had a workshop the day before this meeting. We're actually not going to be a regular scheduled meeting. I know it's, we want to make those regular meetings, how that helps you that it won't be considered a special meeting, a regular meeting. I mean, someone who can't make it, like we were there, but it's, not necessarily one of the I say like I said, stop the regular meeting to be a resolution.
We'll have a meeting that goes before the regular meeting, but now for the special meeting, well, eventually we won't have.
That's right. You want to have all that resolution. That's the question. Resolution, all it's doing is regular. So the second Monday at 3:00, we'll have the council assembly workshop. It'll be a regular meeting of council. And the intent of that day is just to have open discussion between the citizens and staff and council about the items the next day. So that hopefully when you want to make it out. But in order to make that, so we don't have, we don't do this, then that's going to be considered a special meeting. We work in that there. So to allow a little more freedom, you have scheduled, if you can call a regular meeting, set it, and that way, only three you have to be there to do that.
Motion has been made by Mayor Pro Tem Franco and second by Councilmember Jones. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance and resolution, item 8B, discussion consideration of and possible action on the city of Arcola resolution number 06-25-2024B. A resolution of the city council of the city of Arcola, Texas, authorizing the city administrator or deputy to negotiate and execute an internal local agreement with Fort Bend County regarding fire investigation service, police, or crime.
This is just an local agreement regarding fire marshal. I believe that similar to last year, we started as our fire marshal, but we all from safety, from general services. Previous report in county fire marshal office, one of those services office, our team investigators. So we, in a local agreement, they will only allow our
Make a motion, we approve Resolution 06-25-2024, resolution, having no local agreement. I don't know if they're on fire.
Motion has been made by Councilman Tabor, second by Mayor Pro Tem Franco. All in favor? All opposed?
Thank you.
Now, I will entertain a motion for adjournment. Time is now 7:54 p.m. I get it. Okay. Motion's been made by Mayor Pro Tem Franco to adjourn, and second by Councilman Jones. All in favor? Aye. All opposed?
I think nobody gonna post that.